Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Glenn. This is Sam. We're with Right Race Garage. Welcome back to the channel. We've been away for a little while. We've had to get a little stuff done to each one of us here. That's kind of mostly done. We shouldn't be away for very long anymore. We're going to start the new year off with some tool reviews and a giggle fit. Giggle fit. This is how we like to start the new year.
Yeah.
Are we going to review some funny tools?
Yeah.
Some funny tools. We're going to review some funny tools for you guys. Which tool do we want to start out with, Sam? Want to talk about the big red thing here?
Yeah.
Okay. We've invested, and this is not the whole set. Some of you guys that do a little bit of more of do it yourself, maybe some professional technicians, contractors, that kind of thing. You're probably familiar with Milwaukee Packout. In my day job, where I have to act like a grown-up, I am a machine technician. I work on pretty expensive equipment, and I work on a customer site. My old technician box had failed, and it was time to get a replacement. And we ran out of giggle fits. I've still got a few left. Look in the description. Maybe I'll put a link in there for giggle fits to be ordered. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We looked around for a replacement for my old beat up technician box, and we settled on the Milwaukee Packout. And the biggest reason that we settled on the Milwaukee Packout was it's almost infinitely configurable. This is the small toolbox. There's a roll around case that I have at the shop. Everything clicks together by way of these square indentations on the top. Everything latches together. It's literally a one-touch pull and it's free. The other systems, and there were some good ones. Ridgeon makes a good system. Craftsman has an intriguing system that's very similar to a DeWalt system, the Tough Stack. These systems are most interchangeable in the DeWalt and the Craftsman. The Ridgeon, not so much. The Ridgeon's a fairly tough built system. I need to get one to put Sam in, I think.
Yeah.
You wonder how we get through a day sometimes. But none of the systems were anywhere near as funny as the Milwaukee. None of the other systems were anywhere near as rugged as this thing is. This thing's constructed, the main part of the case is a very tough polymer. So far this proved to be pretty scuff resistant, and it has reinforcements, aluminum reinforcements on each corner. These are handy if you're going to tie wrap the thing down. You're going to maybe strap some other equipment to the side of your setup. What I've got so far is the main rolling case. And I'll put some links up for some good places to get this stuff. There's a really good outfit here in Central Ohio Power Tool. They stock everything Milwaukee. We'll put a little bit more information in them towards the end of the video, but they're a great source for anything Milwaukee, whether it's Packout systems or tools. We'll get into that all just a little bit later. And I have the small toolbox to go on top of it. They also make some totes and bins and trays that all snap down to the Packout system. Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up in the Rat Race Garage, being a technician that works on non-automotive equipment most of the time, is this thing is pretty well configurable. I'll try to get a little bit of a shot up here for you. I'll get a better shot later in the video of how I have this thing packed out for my normal day-to-day. This thing is a pretty rugged tote, and it might be worth looking at if you're a higher-end do-it-yourselfer on your car, or you have a shop and you may need to go a little bit more remote. it's a little more rugged than some of the other roll around systems. In fact, I don't know of another system that's anywhere remotely as rugged as this system is. And I know that there's nothing else that's anywhere near as configurable. Some of the other guys that are on the internet, VCG Construction in particular, big shout out to that guy. His videos really influenced me to take a look at this. Go check some of his reviews out. He shows how indestructible these things are. They really torture tested these things. They're all sealed and weatherproof. I think it's an IP65 rating on the gasketing that's on here. And if you're a technician that has to take your tools to a remote site, that might have a little bit to do with what you need to do to decide what system to go with. I went with the durability. If you're out on a job site with multiple technicians, there are places in each component to attach a Milwaukee tick, which will help you maybe with a little bit of inventory control and some tracking functions. If anybody would like me to investigate that a little bit more and try to share that with you guys, let me know in the comments. But for the more advanced car guys, there are bigger toolboxes available. There are some Packout tool totes that are available that are open top. There's tool backpacks available and some other tool pouches that are available. They're attached right to this. And if you're on the Milwaukee tool system, there are some chargers and job site radios and such that all attach to this. So if you're going to a remote site, and it may even be a good junkyard box if you're going to some place that's not terribly rugged. I know a lot of us, we go digging around in places that, you know, you're out in a field and it's muddy and full of gravel. Some of the better ones, you might be on concrete or a paved lot for part of it. This might be an option for that. It definitely would be a passable option for a guy that has to go remotely, maybe to repair a vehicle somewhere, and he needs to take a load out to go work on something. Definitely worth some change or some interest on your part. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. To get a 3-piece set started, you're looking around $280 to $290. I mentioned Ohio Power Tool. They have some spectacular sales on this gear once in a while, as well as the other Milwaukee equipment, power tools, hand tools, accessories, all that good stuff. I'll put a link to their site up in the description. You can also get this stuff at Home Depot. I really recommend Ohio Power Tool for a few reasons. Number one, it's always best if possible, guys. We need to support local businesses. But if you watch their sales, they have pricing that will oftentimes beat our Home Depot. Hands down, they will just most of the time flat beat them. And if they're not beating them, you'll find dollar for dollar price matching. And again, if you want to see a little bit more about what they're about, we're going to do some on-site stuff there. VCG Construction has been out there for Milwaukee days, and some other items that are out there. Sam and I have both been in there several times. They're really helpful, aren't they?
Yeah.
They answer all your questions?
Yep.
Yeah. They were really helpful to us. Again, pricing was excellent. But we'll do a little more in-depth look at this thing spread out. This is kind of the day-to-day stuff that I take with me when I go onto the production floor where I'm at. There are bigger items that I stole in the roll around. I'll try to get some pictures of that when I can, but I wanted you guys to get familiar with the Packout system. It's been out for a while now. Almost every holiday there's a sale on it, and again I'll link out to Ohio Power Tool, and I'll try to get a link out for you to check out VCG Construction. Those guys are outstanding. He does a lot of things that really relate to the construction field, but some of this stuff applies to the field if you're a mechanic or a technician. And again, I've got a lot of stuff stored here. We'll break this out a little bit later and go over it. And we're going to change gears a little bit and go into some new tools that are out. And one of the tool brands that's popped up a lot is Hart Tools. Hart Tools is being carried by Walmart. They're owned by TTI, parent company of, among other things, they're the parent company of Milwaukee and Ryobi. Now, one of the tools that I use daily a lot are these guys. These guys live in my back pocket almost 12 hours a day. 7-inch Knipex. These are Cobras, one-hand adjustment. These are strong enough that if you set it for the right size, I have stood on these latched onto a pipe. They will hold my body weight. Phenomenal tools. Not inexpensive. This particular pair will run close to $30 at most retailers. You occasionally may find it on sale. But in this style of plier, this is actually a water pump style plier, these are the best on the market. I have not seen anything that's remotely close. Sam's even used these around here working on some things at the house, and he can tell you how good they are. Hart is getting into the hand tool line and has a similar tool. Okay, Sam's got the Knipex, and yes guys, that is how that's pronounced. He's got the Knipex Cobras. I have the Hart version. The difference in price is about $20, close to that. The construction is nowhere near as sturdy. The Knipex, I'll try to get this a little closer. The Knipex are one-piece construction. The Hart is stamped and riveted. Now, in all fairness, I took the Harts and used them for about a week on my day-to-day job, and they did hold up pretty well. I think it's a good alternative for a do-it-yourselfer at home, or if you're starting out in your place of work, whatever that field may be, if you're a mechanic or a technician. This might be a good option for you to start out and build up towards getting into something more like the Knipex or maybe even an Irwin. These performed about as well as the Irwins have. I've had those also. But difference going from about $30 to just a little over 10, I think about $12 is about what we paid for these. And they've held up pretty well. Warranty is going to be handled all through Walmart. I'll try to throw a link up to the Hart tool line. They also have, in addition to the hand tools, they also have power tools. An entire 20-volt line and some accessories. I'll also have a bit set that we'll review a little bit later. This is an impact right angle attachment, or a drill right angle attachment. I don't know if it's impact rated, but we're going to find out. Those are also available at a pretty reasonable price from Walmart. Every place has a Walmart. They're easy to find. Not every place may have. Someplace you can get a Knipex or tools of that nature, short of ordering off Amazon. But again, our channel is here to help get some reasonably priced alternatives and some reasonably priced options for the average guy that's doing things at home.